Please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment. I read all of the comments. And now, let's get on with the show. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, the party is on their way back to Mountain Vale in order for Seraph to take up his duty of Lord of the Village. However, a message from Alexander comes with dread news. It seems that Alexander Ceylon, the commander of the garrison of Mountain Vale, has decided that he will be its new lord, or Kenna, and he asks that Seraph surrender himself. Seraph doesn't agree, and he tells the messenger to lead on, and the army will follow him to a neutral place. Maug's brother, Oscar, wants to ride with his cavalry into the village and put it to the torch. He's fought skirmishes with Desirata before, when he was a young man. Maug tells her brother that she doesn't want a civil war as her wedding present. So Oscar is tempered for a little while. He whispers to Seraph that all Seraph has to do is say the word, and he'll kill Alexander for him. The messenger leads the caravan and its complement of troops closer to Mountain Vale. They come across a place that has been set aside for any kind of battle. It's a large clearing, and they can see that Alexander has mobilized the town garrison and some southern Desiratan soldiers. Finn gives a quick count and comes up with the following: about 100 southern Desirata medium infantry, 70 irregular cavalry, 50 irregular infantry, 30 archers, and some units hidden in the trees. Seraph sends over a note to see if Alexander is interested in a parley. After an hour, an affirmative message comes across. Both groups of troops stand down and watch from afar. Seraph chooses Finn, Kimmy, Oscar, and Maug to come with him. As they walk across the field, Oscar mentions that Alexander is wearing the uniform of the Desiratan Black Alt. Now, an Alt is the name used for military units on Rapur, but the Black Alt is an elite unit in Desirata. It's traditionally led by a close relation to the royal family. Oscar says that he thinks Alexander is trying to show that he should be the Kenna of Mountain Vale and not Seraph. They enter the parley area and start the talks. After much blustering from Alexander, Seraph reaches into his coat and pulls out his orders in King Junico's own handwriting, saying that Seraph is the rightful Kenna of Mountain Vale. This takes some of the wind out of Alexander's sails, and it makes him look like a traitor. Finn jumps in and says that it was good and proper for Alexander to muster the troops together as a way of welcoming Seraph home. It could be misconstrued as an act of insurrection. However, they know that's not the case. Alexander rubs his chin and says that he hopes Seraph likes the welcome home display he's put together. Maug says she's impressed by how much her future husband is liked by the population. Since the battle is called off, The armies are allowed to march back to the village. Alexander takes Seraph aside and says he knows that Seraph doesn't want to be in Mountain Vale, so he offers a deal. He says he'll let Seraph appear to run Mountain Vale, while in reality, Alexander will call the shots. Seraph says that he will take Alexander's advice. Juniko said to learn from him. However, Alexander needs to understand that Seraph is the ruler of the village, representing King Juniko. Alexander says that he and his family will move out of the Kenna mansion so that Seraph, as rightful Kenna, and his soon-to-be wife can live there. The parley finished, Seraph heads back to the party. Oscar says that Alexander is a snake that needs to be watched at all time. Finn agrees, and they get to the Kenna mansion just as Alexander's troops are finishing removing everything that wasn't nailed down. Seraph and Maug are surprised. They see villagers coming up the path past Alexander's men. The villagers are bringing new furniture up to fill Seraph's house. Kimmy and Kevin head to the village to look for lodgings. Garu and Brock decide to rough it out in the forest. Akai and Esnith walk together. This is one of the first times they've really had a chance to talk. Akai asks if Esnith has her memories. Esnith says that they're like shadows. She's developing her own memories as the days go by. Akai asks Esnith what Madrigar taught her. She says that of the time that she was with him, he ignored her and treated her like a piece of furniture. Akai agrees. She was treated pretty much the same way by Madrigar. She asks Esnith if she knows why Madrigar took her, Akai, from her own body and gave it to Esnith, and then made her a new body. Esnith quickly turns and stares at Akai, and she says, "You mean Madrigar didn't tell you?"